The legal battle between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has quickly moved beyond the realm of personal disputes to become a high-profile case that redefines conversations around harassment, power, reputation, and the ability of recent laws to protect victims in the entertainment industry. What started as a conflict between two well-known actors has evolved into a national discussion testing the strength of the Me Too movement and the legal tools created in its name to prevent the re-victimization of those who dare to speak out. The drama in Hollywood doesn't stop, and the case between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is becoming one of the most impactful in recent years. But beyond the headlines and speculation on social media, there's a deep legal story that could forever change how harassment complaints are handled in the entertainment industry. If you're interested in celebrity scandals told with analysis, context, and not just shallow gossip, this channel is for you. Subscribe, turn on notifications, and stay until the end, because what we're going to explore today reveals the hidden side of power in Hollywood. Let's get into it. It all began in December 2024, when actress Blake Lively, known for her work in film and television, and widely respected in the industry for her activism, filed a lawsuit against fellow actor and director Justin Baldoni, with whom she shared the set in the film adaptation of the novel It Ends With Us. In her lawsuit, Lively accused Baldoni of sexual harassment, contributing to a hostile work environment, and orchestrating a defamation campaign aimed at damaging her reputation and silencing her claims. The accusations caused a major stir, not only in the entertainment world, but also among legal experts and women's rights activists, given the long-standing history of impunity that has protected powerful figures from legal scrutiny. Baldoni, 41, responded by categorically denying all allegations. In an aggressive legal move that surprised many observers, he and his team filed a $400 million countersuit, alleging civil extortion, defamation, false light invasion of privacy, and other charges. The countersuit targeted not only Lively but also her husband, actor Ryan Reynolds, and her publicist, Leslie Sloan. According to Baldoni's team, a campaign had been orchestrated to publicly discredit him, falsely accuse him, manipulate contract negotiations, and generate media pressure. Lively, Reynolds, and Sloan have denied all allegations and formally requested the court to dismiss the countersuit for lack of merit, claiming it to be a direct retaliation against the original complaint. This exchange of lawsuits triggered immediate reactions in legal and social circles. Lively's defense quickly relied on a relatively new state law, Assembly Bill 933, AB 933, also known as the Me Too Law or the Survivors Protection Against Defamation Suits Act. This law was passed in California with the clear objective of preventing people who report sexual harassment, assault, or other forms of discrimination from being silenced through defamation lawsuits. AB 933 was designed as a shield for victims, especially when their reports are not driven by malice, but by the need to publicly share their experiences. The motion filed by Lively's attorneys to dismiss Baldoni's countersuit was based on this law. They argued that Baldoni's action was a classic form of retaliation, intended to intimidate their client and undermine her right to report inappropriate behavior. They highlighted tactics such as abusing the legal discovery process to invade the victim's privacy, emotionally and financially drain her, and pressure her into retracting or staying silent. The goal of the law, they emphasized, is precisely to prevent this kind of punitive use of the legal system against those who dare to speak up. The case attracted the attention of three influential civil and labor rights organizations in California: Equal Rights Advocates, California Employment Lawyers Association, and California Women's Law Center. On May 27, 2025, these organizations filed a legal brief in court expressing their full support for Lively and urging the judge to dismiss Baldoni's countersuit. In their argument, they emphasized that allowing this type of lawsuit to proceed would endanger the progress achieved by the Me Too movement and send a discouraging message to thousands of people who, like Lively, have experienced harassment and want to speak out without fear of legal retaliation. The brief warned that recognizing defamation suits as effective tools to silence victims or force them to withdraw their complaints. The California legislature carefully crafted AB 933 to protect survivors' statements and prevent abusive discovery processes. The organizations further argued that Baldoni's lawsuit relies on a tactic known as DARVO, deny, attack, and reverse victim and offender, with the goal of undermining Lively's credibility and casting Baldoni as the victim, a sadly common mechanism when powerful figures face serious misconduct accusations. The brief also emphasized that allowing Baldoni's lawsuit to move forward would not only affect Lively, but also undermine the legal framework built to protect survivors in California. This interpretation was reinforced by the participation of Elise Dorsey, a well-known advocate and survivor of sexual harassment, who submitted a legal testimony sharing her personal experience and voicing concern over the increase in retaliatory lawsuits. Dorsey argued that these legal processes are so intimidating and exhausting that many victims choose silence. Her support for Lively is not only an act of personal solidarity, but also a political statement aimed at strengthening legal protections for all whistleblowers. Let's pause for a moment. Did you realize what this means? The law we mentioned, AB 933, could be the only barrier between reporting and being silenced by a multi-million-dollar lawsuit. What do you think? Are we facing a new era of victim protection? Or a public image battle between two powerful celebrities? What's your take? Is this about protecting those who report, or about those who want to silence them? What's happening with Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is more than just a Hollywood scandal. It's a story that touches on sensitive issues. How the industry treats those who dare to speak out, how real the laws are that claim to protect victims, and how public figures handle the game of power, narrative, and reputation. This trial isn't just playing out in court, it's also happening in the media, on social platforms, and in public opinion. Is the system designed to protect those who report, or does it still favor those with more power, resources, and visibility? What began as an accusation between actors has turned into something much bigger. This trial could mark a turning point for many in the industry. If you liked this video, subscribe, turn on notifications, and leave your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for staying until the end. See you in the next video.